Hi, I'm Heather from Ag Shows Australia, and today I'm going to walk you through how to run a Grain Young Judges competition. The Grain Young Judges competition is designed to be a similar format to all the other Young Judges competitions in that the competitors visually assess exhibits, then they progress to an oral round where they deliver their justification. As you can see here today, there's some key equipment you need to run a Young Judges competition. You need 3 tables to set the samples up on. You need a laptop or a scoring system that can be provided as a Hormel slide. You need to have ribbons for the exhibits for when the young judges place them. You also need ribbons to present at the end of the competition. In terms of samples and the equipment provided for those, you will need to get some sample trays, which are shown here. They need to be able to hold a 1 litre sample of grain. This is ideal size for judging and working through the sample. You also need to have some data on these samples. These can be obtained from your local seed testing facility, local farmers, and the silos in your town. These data needs to be for oil seeds. You need to have the weight and the oil content, and for all other grains and pulses, the weight and the protein. Competitors will require identification through armbands or number tags or stick-on labels, and competitors will also require paperwork that they submit at the conclusion of the visual judging stage. All this paperwork can be found on the Ag Shows Australia website. For your grain samples, you require 3 different species. Here today we have canola, barley and wheat. In these samples, you need to have 4 samples of differing quality to allow the young judges to place them in order from 1st to 4th. So it's ideal to have one of a high quality and one of a poorer quality, with 2 that are similar in between. Prior to the young judges assessing the quality, in all young judges competitions, it's key for the competition judge to have assessed the samples or exhibits prior to this. They will place them in the order they believe they should be from 1st to 4th. Then they will assign a difficulty or a cut between samples. So they will assign a cut between 1st place and 2nd place, 2nd place and 3rd place, and 3rd place and 4th place. Guidance on how to assign cuts is available through Ag Shows Australia. So similar to all the other Young Judges competitions, you need to have ribbons for the exhibits and also for the competitors at the end of the competition. Ribbons for the exhibits should be utilised in the oral section for the young judges, and they're put down as placeholders. So 1st place will have a blue ribbon, 2nd place will have a red ribbon, 3rd place will have a white ribbon, and 4th place will have a yellow ribbon. And stewards will place these on prior to the young judge giving their justification of their placings for the class. So the key role of the competition judge is to assess the young judges across 3 components of their skill set. These are the visual assessment, the handling ability, and the oral component or the justification of their placings. In the visual section, we're looking for a competitor who can agree or get a similar placings to the competition judge. In the handling component, we're looking at how well a person handles the grain or looks through the whole sample. Judges will assess these points out of 10, and then in the oral section we are looking for the young person's ability to compare their accuracy of observation, their speaking ability, and their presentation and dress. This competition is a really easy competition to set up, as samples can be stored for a long time and are readily available in all areas of Australia. The key things you need to have are your stewards, your competition judge, your competitors, and the equipment that is laid out here today. This project has been jointly funded by Agricultural Shows Australia and the Australian Federal Government.